Hello everyone, my name is Joan Mbola and I am the author of the 30-day poetry devotional called Outpourings of a Beloved Heart, and also my debut contemporary Christian fiction novel called The One Who Knows Me. This one is my most recent release, and today I'm going to be talking about how the book release actually went. So if you'd like to know about what I did, what I think I'll do differently next time, what I've learned, then keep watching. So, as you guys know, this was my debut novel. It's not the first book that I've published. I self-published this book as well in 2018, but this was the first novel. By the way, let me just show you guys the difference in sort of like the thickness of the two. This one is a devotional, this one's a novel, you can see that. And I can see just literally like growth. Look at the cover of this one, look at the cover of that one. I love these two, they're my babies, and I'm so proud of, you know, how far I've come, and I'm so grateful. When I decided, after praying about this whole release, because I was in two minds of whether I wanted to traditionally publish The One Who Knows Me or independently publish it, when I finally got my confirmation from God and I had put my foot down and said I was going to try to independently publish it, I had to come up with a plan. And this was a single best thing that I did in terms of trying to stay organized for this book release. If you're a planner like myself, I know some people don't plan, they just wing it, but I think making a plan is actually really good because it helps you stay sane, because you know, doing a book release, there's so many things that you need to do. I had a to-do list and I had a plan, so I bought like a calendar. I'm going to actually show you guys what my calendar looks like. So this is what my calendar looks like. I bought this, I hung it on my wall, and basically I had to plan out each and everything that I was going to do from January all the way to September. Okay, so it's a wall planner, a family calendar, whatever. I just got it off Amazon. And you can see I started from January. So for example, I planned when I was going to release the title, like the title reveal. That's what I did in January. I released it to my newsletter subscribers on YouTube, on Instagram, shared it on Pinterest and things like that. February, I released the blurb, so what the book was about and all of those kind of things. And then in March I talked about the characters, like meet the characters and all this kind of things. And then in April it was more about meeting the characters as well, and also announcing like editing, like how I went through the editing process. In May I actually shared the first chapter of the book, because at that time I'd finished all the editing, and so I posted the first chapter on my website, and then I shared with my newsletter subscribers, Instagram, YouTube, all of that, and a lot of people were going to the website to read the very first chapter. And then also in May I started asking people to join the book launch team, or I think that was April, I can't remember. I started encouraging people to fill in the Google forms to join the book launch team. So with the book launch team, I was recruiting people mainly for sharing on social media, and also joining the blog tour, or also helping me reveal the cover. And in May I started contacting like loads of Christian book reviewers on Instagram, on YouTube, my friends, and some other just online friends really. I was messaging them. I had a long list. Literally this list was formed from like years and years and years of being online, being on Instagram, being on YouTube, and I just cast the net wide. I just asked literally everyone and anyone if I saw that they read Christian fiction. I just messaged them and I'm like, hey, I am releasing a book in September, please would you mind receiving a e-copy and reading it, giving it your honest review before release day and stuff like that. And yeah, and a lot of them actually responded. I think I got about 50 something people who agreed to read the book and give me feedback. So that was that. Then I started working on the cover in sort of July time, and then in July what did I do in June? Let's see what I did in June. I don't even know what I did in June, but in July I released the cover. So the book cover reveal day was actually one of my favorite days of the whole process, but that was what I did in July. And then in August, obviously, I sent the ARC copies, the advanced reviewer copies, to the people who had agreed to read it to give me feedback. And that's how the reviews started rolling in on Goodreads. And then I published the paperback early, and some people put the reviews on Amazon. And then obviously I had a countdown to release day. And then I started sorting out loads of other behind the scenes, setting up things, formatting the book, you know, uploading everything to the print on demand websites, uploading to drafted to digital, and all these different things. And things were a bit crazy around release day, you know, around release week. But I vlogged every single thing, so I'm going to leave the playlist down below for you to watch the whole process, because I vlogged every single thing. So in a nutshell, I would really recommend like making some sort of plan, and definitely making a to-do list if you're gonna independently publish your book, because I think it just makes life easier. So I would definitely be doing this again for publishing the second book in the series, the third book in the series, and even, you know, subsequent books in the future by God's grace. I think I would definitely do this again by just planning what I'm going to be doing every single month, because that really helped me. I'm just going to spend a few minutes on some of all the different parts of the book release, and what I learned from those parts. So editing, I think editing was a really big part of the whole, you know, book release, because I had to get my edits on time to be able to format it, to be able to get the right amount of pages, so then I could tell my cover designer. I'm really glad that I did my editing very early. So this is something I'm always going to try to do, that I leave a lot of time for me to finish my edits before I contact my cover designer, because I don't want what happened the last time when I finished working with my cover designer, and then I went back and added a few sort of things to the back matter of the book, and then the page number changed, and I had to go back to my cover designer to ask her to resize the paperback cover, because there's a lot of things that goes into like designing the paperback, with the spine, making sure that it aligns. You need to tell them exactly how many pages are in there and stuff like that. So I would make sure that I give myself enough time between actually finishing the edits, formatting it, getting the right number of pages, so that by the time I contact my cover designer, I wouldn't have to change a thing afterwards. So I really like that I started my edits early. I finished my edits in, like, I think we started in end of January, and we finished sometime early, was it March or April? I can't remember, but it was less than 3 months. So I was really glad that I did that. So my editor, she was amazing. Her name is Michaela Bush. I'll leave a link down below to her website that you can check her out. She's Christian as well, and she also writes Christian fiction. So if you write Christian fiction, or even if you don't write Christian fiction, she edits loads of different, you know, genres, so check her out. Then talking about book launch team, I would definitely do a book launch team again. My book launch team was very it was so nice. A lot of the people were, like I said, friends from, or just people that I'd met online, that a lot of them I haven't actually met in real life, but I've just gotten to know them more because of, you know, the online community. I think it was really a good thing that I had an online presence on YouTube and Instagram. I'd been trying the many months before I announced that I was releasing a novel, to try and connect with other authors and other readers online, and just to get to know them a bit more, because you want to form a connection. It's all about relationships. It's not just about selling a product, it's about making genuine friendships and connecting with people online, and that's what I really love doing, and something that I still continue to do, supporting other authors. I've really enjoyed that, and that's something that I really love about the writing and author community, especially the Christian writing community. It's a very niche part of the author community, but it's a very strong force. Like, there is a lot of us online, and you can think that you're alone, but actually you're not. Especially on Instagram, there's a very strong Christian writing author community, or Christian reading community there. So I really liked, getting in touch. I'll definitely be doing a book launch team again, or street team, or cover reveal team, or something like that. So if you would like to know when you would be able to sign up to join the book launch team for book 2 in the Sovereign Love series, then sign up to my free author newsletter. I'll leave the link down below, and you will be the first to know when you can sign up for that. Then the next thing was ARC reviewers. I would definitely do build an ARC team again for book 2. Again, I would need ARC reviewers for book 2 in the Sovereign Love series, which I'm currently working on. So if you'd want to be the first person to know the title, the book blurb, and when to get a chance to get a free e-copy to read and give me an honest review, then please sign up to my free author newsletter. You'd be the first to know, and you'd be the first to sign up and get a chance to get that ARC. It really helps to get your book out there, because when people read it and they review it, other people can see the reviews that the early readers have done, and it will motivate them to actually buy the book. And when people read it and share it to their audience, that's how you get more readers to find out about the book. Because at the end of the day, you can't do everything on your own. There's only a limited number of people that you have that follow you, so you need to get your book into the hands of, or into the eyes or view of other people. And so because it was my debut novel, I knew that no one really knew me, so I had to try my best to get myself out there, to get the name out there and all of that stuff. So I would definitely be doing that again. Thank you so much to everyone who read and reviewed The One Who Knows Me. If you've read The One Who Knows Me and you haven't had the chance to leave a review on Amazon or Goodreads, Amazon would be very preferable, but if you can't, then Goodreads would be great too. Then please, 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 I would be very grateful if you can just drop a line or two and let people know what you felt about the book. So yes. Now, next thing was my cover design. I absolutely love this process. It was the most exciting process of it, it was the most exciting process of the whole, release. My cover designer is Elle Maxwell. I'll leave a link to her website below. She is so talented, and if you just look at this gorgeous, amazing cover, I will leave a link to the proper nice cover and nice lighting on the screen here. But I really enjoyed working with her. She was amazing. And when we did the final thing and I ordered the proof copies and I was able to hold my book in my hands for the very first time, it was just so surreal. I loved it. And cover reveal day, I would definitely do that again. I would literally, I think, building the hype to cover reveal day, revealing the cover, getting other people to join the cover reveal, I think it was so exciting. And then the fact that I did my pre-orders at the same time as the cover reveal was really great as well, because once people see the book and they really they really love the cover, they would say, yes, I'm going to pre-order this. And also the pre-order was at a discounted price, so a lot of people actually took from that and pre-ordered the book, which was great. And I really love the fact that people love the cover. I love the cover as well, and I can't wait for you guys to actually see the cover of book 2. So yeah, I would definitely be doing a cover reveal day again. So if you want to help me to reveal the cover of book 2 in the Sovereign Love series, then definitely please sign up to my free author newsletter down below and you would be the first to know. Now, pre-orders I would definitely be doing again. I think it was really, really nice to literally just see people order the book and how people were excited for it, and how people waited until midnight on release day to actually get a copy of the book. That's really great. I will definitely be doing signed paperback pre-orders again for book 2. I only ordered 10 signed paperbacks because I wasn't sure how many people would actually want it, and also because it was only restricted to people in the UK. But I actually sold out on the signed paperback copies, and I have quite a few on my website as well. So if you're interested in a signed copy and you're living in the UK, because it's UK only, I'm so sorry because of shipping costs, then go to my website and get a signed paperback. That will come with a bookmark and also a sticker. So yeah, go to my website and order a signed paperback and I'll be able to send that to you. I really loved packaging the signed copies, praying over them and shipping them off to my readers, and just seeing them share it on social media and saying how much they loved it. It was just this very, very lovely experience, just sitting there and signing them and praying over them and praying that God will use that book and use the words to encourage people. That was so great to see and so great to do. So I really loved that. I also did a cover, a media tour, a blog tour or media tour, virtual media tour. I got a few people who were interested in doing a blog tour, and then they took turns and took days to post a book review or do an author interview on their blog just to share with their audience. It was very tasking. I found this very, very tasking because a lot of people were doing author interviews and they sent me questions and I had to write the answers to those questions and then send it to them and all those kind of things. And then the people who just posted a review, that was great because they didn't have to do anything. I just had to read their review. But the people who had to ask questions, although I really loved answering the questions because I had to do it for 2 or 3 bloggers, it was it demanded a lot from me. I had to deal with that on top of work and all that kind of stuff, which was a bit challenging, but I still got there in the end, which was great, so I thank God for that. So yeah, I enjoyed that process. I enjoyed trying to I love being featured on other blogs and getting to know readers, and again it's just a way of getting getting your book out there, getting the name out there, and getting more people to know about your book, so that if they're interested in it they can buy it and also read it and be blessed by it. So that's that. I think I would definitely make sure that I upload the books to the different print on demand platforms a lot earlier, especially for pre-order. So I waited for the draft to digital uploads. The draft to digital is like a platform where they distribute the books to various digital platforms online. I waited till the last minute to do that, and it stressed me out so much because it was taking so long for the books to upload to certain platforms, and I started becoming anxious about the fact that what if I post about the cover review and tell people to go pre-order, and then they go and they won't be able to find the book and stuff like that. So I will make sure that I upload it early, like way early, before, like at least a few days before the actual day when I, you know, let the book go live and stuff like that, so that when I actually post about the pre-orders, if the book will be ready for people to actually pre-order. So I think that's what I'll do different, especially with Okada books and BAM books, which is people who live in Nigeria or who are in Africa. They can actually order books from those digital platforms. I think I would want to make sure that I get everything sorted to upload there earlier, because on release day the books were actually not available on Okada books and BAM books because it took a few days for it to be approved, and I didn't expect that to happen. So I'll definitely make sure that I do that a lot earlier next time. In terms of the media tour, I don't know if I'm gonna want to do that again. I think it just really depends on how I'm feeling at the time. I think what I would definitely want to do is make sure that I encourage my street team or my book launch team to share the book on social media. A lot of the people who read the reviews on the ARC team, they posted their reviews on Goodreads and posted on Amazon, but they never really like shared it on with their followers and on Instagram and stuff like that. And I would have loved for them to do that and post about it on their stories and things like that. So I think I would really want to encourage my street team to do that next time, so that they get the book out there. So it's not just me getting it to my followers, but also them as well sharing their review and sharing it out to their followers, so that more people know about the book. I think I'll definitely do that. I think I would want to make one team rather than two separate teams, so not separating like ARC copies and book cover review and stuff like that. I think I would just do one thing and say, you know, people should want to reveal the cover, read the book and stuff like that. So I think I'd want to make like one team, which is just a street team, and see whether people will be more open to that, so that it would be less work for me, because me separating the list, like those who want to reveal the cover, those who want to read the book, you know, and leave feedback and stuff like that. So I think that's what I'll try to do as well next time. So yeah, I think those are basically the things that I've learned. Overall, to me, I think that it was a successful book launch. I was able to get the book out there on time. People were able to read the book, and they were able to review the book, and I've been getting a lot of positive testimonies from people reading this book. Literally, there's some reviews I've read and literally almost drove me to tears. And I had one of my sisters, and she posted the book on her YouTube channel, our Shared Tales TV, and I'm going to leave the link down below. That's the very first YouTube video of someone reviewing my book, and it's so surreal that the book she's talking about in that video is actually one that I wrote by the grace of God. So I would say that I've been so blessed just watching people buy the book, how people send me like messages and how they've been so blessed by it. It's been so surreal, and I'm just so grateful to God for everything He's done. I'm so excited to go into book 2 and just update you guys on what is going on behind the scenes. I'm so excited for book 2. If you read book 1, then I am so excited for you to read book 2. Like I said, if you want to be the first to know, then subscribe to my YouTube channel down below. If you have any questions whatsoever about releasing a book, whether it's, you know, releasing a non-fiction book or a fiction book, or both, if there's anything you have to ask me, I'm very happy to answer. So please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have gotten your copy. Let me know if you've read the book. Let me know what you think of it. Like I said, please leave a review online because it helps me so much. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and God bless you. Mwah. Bye.